Hey everybody, my name is Mike. I am not for Coltrane. Welcome to the let's see. Today is the 21st day of December in the year 2021, and it is now time for this week's Coltrane Tuesdays production. So thank you so much for joining me here on the interwebs. Yeah, I'm always grateful for people who are watching, whether you're watching this live or watching the replay. That's cool too. I'm also super grateful for anyone who hits that like button or the subscribe button. This week we are going to be doing I'm doing an original song. It is one that I have played many times, that I've played more than a few times on this particular program, but it is one that I do like to bring out around this time of year because the story or parts of the story are set around this time of year. And of course, it is also on my most recent EP, which came out around this time of year, back in the before times. So December of 2019, which was a really good time to invest in a lot of merchandise because there were going to be very few in-person appearances for a long time. So anyway, so we're gonna do that. We of course will also play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. I should say I'm also grateful if anyone is able to watch and let me know that the sound and the video and the things are actually working. It looks like they are, but if anyone can confirm that that the sound and the video are in fact functioning, that's always very helpful. So yes, so we are going to be doing so we're going to do an original song. We'll talk about some things that are happening in the community, and we will of course play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. In case you are new to the program, let me give you an idea, a taste of what the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game is like, what that experience is. The gist is people give me song suggestions and I have to respond to them regardless of whether I know the song. Hi, Beth. Thanks very much for joining us. Regardless of whether I know the song, I have to answer the request. So if the song is one that I know, I will go ahead and play it. If the song is one that I sort of know, like I've heard other people play it at open mics, or if I've heard it a bunch on YouTube or Spotify or something like that, I will then attempt to figure out how to play it. If I do not recognize the song at all, I will have to make up a brand new song right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested, thereby technically satisfying the requirement. That is how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. Now is a great time to get in your requests for the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game, because when it comes to that time in the program and I'll say, hey, do we have any requests? It will take a period of seconds or sometimes minutes before I'm able to see it, in which case I'm just sort of here spinning my wheels in front of the camera until it's time to go. So now is a great time to get them in, which means that they'll be in plenty of time for when we get to that portion of the program. Oh, someone. Okay, so Beth says I was talking that it went online and offline, and so I don't know what's actually happening. But right now it's live and apparently it's working. So, yeah. Yes, yay for technical things. Okay, we're going to see how things go for today's show. So I'm going to start off. Beth is already coming in with a Stump the Band request, but she has also said if someone else makes a request, please do that. So we'll see what happens. But I'm going to start off with a song that my songwriting partner Jonathan and I wrote quite a few years ago. It is, of the songs that I do, one of the ones that sticks in people's heads and people request often. I'm very grateful for Jonathan's work on the lyrics. And I think the way that the song came together was really was something pretty cool. So I'm just going to play it. Oh, right, I forgot. There's another instrument. When Jonathan and I would play the song, there was a second vocal part. In fact, there were two other vocal parts that I wrote to be part of it, in addition to the melody that Jonathan had written. And one of the cool things about the EP was I was able to record the additional vocal parts, so that other people could hear it other than just what was in my head. So that's pretty cool. So here we go. I'll mention this also. I do not have a harmonica in the key of E, which is the key that the song is in for those playing along at home. I have a harmonica in the key of A. If I play an A harmonica in second position, that gives me most of the notes that I would need to play in the key of E. In fact, if I were doing a blues in E, this would be exactly the notes that I need. As it is, there are several notes on this harmonica which are not ones that I want to play. So we will see how that goes for this particular song. Again, the song is New York to Baltimore. Every other day, the city sleep gets ripped away. These cardboard homes are not what they once were. And on these special nights, the sullen trucks and Christmas lights glare so much they blind even the I knew them way back when I wore a collar then. I tried not to sound too absurd. I walked the city streets, I preached and gave them meat. They ate the wounds, but not the words. Snow falling everywhere tonight. Cold snaps and traps and cuts the light. I lost my name and more, from New York to Baltimore, and it may be years before I'm right. That was the way back then, the 80s and money men, captains of industry and clout. First Reagan and then Bush, but it was always a different push, and never for us without a doubt. I tried to give them hope, I tried to help them cope. They put their hearts out to receive, but things were the same in Rome, and orders were from the throne, and I wanted so much to believe. Snow falling everywhere tonight. The cold snaps and traps and cuts the light. I lost my name and more, from New York to Baltimore, and I made my exit out stage right. I'm so much older now, different but the same somehow. Moved from New York to Baltimore. I gave up the cloak of faith, put a family in its place. 2 kids, a wife who I adore. But I still go back sometimes. I walk through the welfare lines. My American dream has been erased. From 41st Street blues to rent then and Broadway shoes. I guess we all just need some space. Snow falling everywhere tonight. The cold snaps and traps and cuts the light. I lost my name and more, from New York to Baltimore, and it may be years before I'm right. I may never know if I'm right. I'm not so sure I want to be right. Not the most technically perfect version of that song I've ever done. That said, thank you very much for checking that out. Yeah, and Beth was remarking about how the tempo is different. But I basically play that song with a different tempo almost every single time I play it. Sometimes I'll do it significantly faster than I just played it. Sometimes I'll do it a little bit more slowly, like I was doing it there. It all really depends on the feel I'm in and what the mood is, and yeah, so it's that is one that has a very, I think even over the course of the song, that had a rather elastic tempo from the way I played it today. One of the things that it occurred to me this morning as I was getting ready for the show is, oh wait, I do actually have a sort of an internal algorithm that I use to determine how much I'm going to rehearse and practice for a show, for something I'm doing here on the webcast. So first, I figure out how much time approximately I will need to rehearse to play the song really pretty well. Then I cut that in half and round down to the nearest hour, and that's how much time I actually put in on rehearsing. So yeah, so it is always just the bare minimum. To feel like, oh yeah, I can actually do this in front of people. Yeah, so it's always a little, I the edge of your seat because we don't know what's going to happen because it's live. So thanks very much to Beth for her kind words. Thanks very much to everyone who is watching and to everyone who has checked out that recording in any of the formats that it's in. That does happen to appear on, now this is a little hard to find, but there was a compilation of live performances at Godfrey Daniels of people from the Godfrey Daniels Open Mic called Southside Sunday Nights, I believe, and it came out several years ago. I have a solo version of New York to Baltimore that is on that. I, of course, would be very, very grateful for people to check out the version, which you can find on YouTube and Spotify and Apple Music and all of the other things. If you search for New York for Baltimore, not for Coltrane, it should pop right up. So go check that out. That also was recorded at Godfrey Daniels, but just with me. It was just me, and I did all of the recording and all of the different parts for that, and then worked with Jason Reif of Freestone Productions to put the mix together, and so now it's out for people to listen to. So thanks very much to Jason, thanks very much to Freestone Productions, and yeah, go check it out. I'm grateful if you do. Thanks very much, Beth. She remarked she likes the live version even better. She doesn't know if the tempo is relaxed or the guitar is slightly different, but it has a more engaging groove. She loves it. Thank you very much, Beth. I'm always grateful for that. I'm very, very grateful for Beth, who has quickly become one of the best friends of the Coltrane Tuesdays webcast. So thank you very much for hanging out with us today, Beth. So Beth has put in a request for "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas," which is coincidentally a song that I've been working on. Whether I remember the chords well enough to do it, we're going to find out. But first, before we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game, let me talk about one other cool thing I want to let people know about. I've mentioned on this program a couple of times in the past weeks about Christmas City Follies, which is a wonderful production that the folks over at Touchstone Theater do every year around this time of year. They start in approximately October. They write an entirely new show with the sketches and songs and all sorts of wonderful things, and then they stage it during the holiday season from Thanksgiving towards to Christmas. This year, for the full version of Christmas City Follies, so excited. They were so excited to be doing it in person again after last year's virtual Christmas City Follies. Yeah, COVID yet again did not cooperate because a couple members of the cast ended up with positive COVID tests, which was really, really crummy, and they ended up having to cancel a whole bunch of performances. But that doesn't mean that Follies is gone, because Follies is still happening, just in a different form. So please go check out what the Touchstone folks have pivoted to is the Christmas City Follies double feature, which is watchable in your own home on your own time whenever it's convenient for you during this busy holiday season. You make a donation. You purchase a ticket, which is essentially a donation to the folks at Touchstone Theater, so they can continue their wonderful work in the arts and in arts education. And if you send that in between from now, started back on the 16th of December through January 10th, if you get your tickets at touchstone.org/follies-tickets, touchstone.org/follies-tickets, you'll get links to watch last year's virtual Follies, as well as the footage that they have of the work on this year's Christmas City Follies. And the plans are that because this is the Christmas City, and of course it's Christmas all year round in Bethlehem, there's going to be a live in-person staging in the summer of the show that these folks worked so hard on and didn't get to share in person with nearly as many people as they would have hoped. So I'm looking forward to seeing that in person in July. But in the meantime, everyone should go to touchstone.org/follies-tickets and go in and get that. You can also click around on the Touchstone website and learn about other in-person productions that are scheduled for the coming weeks and months. You should definitely check those things out. So yes, go check out the Follies double feature, thanks to the good folks over at Touchstone Theater. All right. The Not For Coltrane Stump the Band game. I think everyone who is watching, probably even the folks watching the replay, are familiar with how this works. So I'm going to do an abbreviated explanation for folks who might be tuning in at this point in the webcast live on Tuesday the 21st. Not For Coltrane Stump the Band game means that people give me song requests and I have to play them, whether or not I know the song. If the song is one that I know, I will go ahead and play it. It will probably be unrehearsed, but we will go ahead and play it regardless. If the song is one that I've heard other people play or that I've heard a bunch of times but I've never attempted to play myself, I will then have to figure it out here in front of everybody. If I do not recognize the requested song at all by its name, I will have to make up a brand new song right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested, thereby technically satisfying the requirement. That's how we play the Not For Coltrane Stump the Band game. You know what? I might get out the harmonica for this, but we'll see. If I do it in... I've been working on kind of a jazzy arrangement with it, so hey, seventh chords. But we'll see if I can remember. I think the main riff was... But because it's jazz, it's not just a simple regular 1-4-5 minor sixth chord progression. There are some other things in it, so we're going to see how many of those I can remember. So that's the basic riff. I definitely have that. Try that again, because most of the chords were there, but I think there was something missing. That's not bad. Okay, that's workable. To something funky, like possibly... No. Oh, I bet it's oh, I bet that's it. It goes to a chord that isn't ordinarily in this key. It does that. It does that, but there's a chord missing first. Oh, that's nice. Maybe that's it. Beth just mentioned that they're having a watch party in her office as I'm attempting to figure out all the chords here. Hi, everybody. Thanks very much for checking this out. So, yeah, you're seeing all the guts of how the things come together. All right. No, that's not it. That's definitely not it. Could it be? That's not the first chord. That is one of the chords. It's not the one. Oh, okay. I bet that's it. I bet I'm skipping ahead. Maybe it's like. All right. No, that's not it. So all these chords are in there. They're just not in this particular sequence. And it's killing me because there's a paper right over there that has all these chords written down. But I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to figure this out. Unless people who are watching get so tired of seeing me try to figure it out, then I'm going to go over and do that. So we'll see. Everyone says hi in Pet's office. Thanks very much. Here we are as in olden days. Happy golden days. Days of yore. Faithful, faithful, faithful. That's close. Faithful, 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 faithful. Oh, I bet that's it. I wonder if it. Nope, still not it. Here we go. All right. Here we go, as in olden days. Here we go, as in olden days. I had this chord figured out a minute ago. Faithful, faithful, faithful. Once more. All right. So like all the chords are there, but there are some that are missing in the sequence. I think we are. I think we're at the point where I'm just going to have to fudge it. But we'll see how this goes. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. Someday all our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. faithful friends who are dear to us will undo to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together if the fates allow. Until then, we'll have to muddle through somehow. So have yourself a merry little Christmas. We all will be together if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough. So have yourself. Oh, that's it. Have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Those were a lot of wrong chords, but thank you very much to Beth for that request for a version of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Yeah, that was not my proudest moment on the show. Rock songs, most rock songs and folk songs tend to follow sort of predictable patterns with the chords. I have not spent nearly enough time working on songs that are written more of a jazz style like that to be able to know what all of those missing chords should have been. Like, I knew what a lot of them were, and I could hear, oh, right, that's there, but not in that spot. So I will post links shortly to more faithful renditions of that particular song. One of my favorites is, in fact, the version sung by John Denver and Rowlf the dog. Of course, the late great Jim Henson and the late great John Denver, for that matter, in what is a remarkably heartfelt and sincere performance, considering that one of the two performers is basically a sock puppet. So yes, I'll post a link to that and some others. I needed a challenge. Thanks very much, Beth. All right, so thanks very much thanks very much to Beth. Beth, I should say, is performing all over the place. In fact, Beth is the featured performer this Thursday at the SteelStacks Open Mic, so you should definitely go check that out. Billy Bauer is the host of the SteelStacks Open Mic. I believe it's 7 o'clock on Thursdays. And this week, Beth is the featured performer. You can also see Beth performing with the Wonton Soups, so you definitely should go do all of those things. I'll post some links afterwards so people can check those out. Go stay at home. Go stay at home and also watch the Touchstone Theater Follies double feature, touchstone.org/follies-tickets, and you can find out all about that. And of course, I will post links so you can listen to the studio version of New York to Baltimore. And I think that's about it. So next week, this usually on the fourth Tuesday of the month, I will do either a special request show or a genre bent show. We may do a little bit of both, but in particular, it's a special request show for seasonal music. So if anybody has seasonal songs they would like to hear me play next time, if you let me know in advance, I'll actually have chords in front of me. But it's also totally fine if you want to stump me in the moment, because chances are good you will. So we'll see how that goes. But yes, so see right here, 7 to 10. 7 to 10 is the SteelStacks Open Mic on this Thursday. So come see Beth and as the featured performer for that. My name is Mike. I am not for Coltrane. Please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I'll see you right here next time.